the foundation. Mula, Adhar means it is a foundation. We must understand, this is the foundation of our physical structure. If this foundation is not stabilized, one will not know health, one will not know well-being, one will not know a certain level of sense of being stable and complete, because these qualities are very essential if you want a certain human being to make an effort to climb high. An entire school of yoga, from ways of doing things with the body to reach your ultimate nature, an entire school of yoga evolved out of Muladhara. One fundamental school or one fundamental aspect of Muladhara which came out, which a certain dimension of yoga, which got referred to as Kaya Kalpa, that means… Kaya means body, Kalpa means either establishing it, to bring stability to it. It also means extending it. Kalpa essentially means a certain unit of time which is very large. In English we can say it's like a eon, let's say a millennia. So you want to make the body last for a millennia or more, for a eon. There have been many beings who lasted out like this for hundreds of years because they practiced what is called as Kaya Kalpa, that is taking charge of the fundamental ingredient in the system, which is earth. It is the earth which has given us substance, taking charge of the earth. Taking charge of the earth also gives you certain other capabilities, that is, many things that the earth has to offer to us, many things that the soil has to offer to us. To be able to grasp that, one dimension of Bhuta Shuddhi, which is the earth, to be able to get that in to the system, to be able to get the juice of life into the system. This means many aspects of this body which naturally deteriorate with time, you stabilize it in such a way that this deterioration is completely not at a freeze, but has slowed down to such a point that it looks like you're ageless and timeless, that you have a kaya which will last out a kalpa.
Muladhara, the first chakra, is known as root and basis of existence. Mula means root and Adhara means basis. Maharshi Patanjali in his Yoga Sutra says, so long as the roots or sanskara exist, their fruition will be birth, life and experience resulting in pleasure or pain. From this very line, it is evident that the word Mula refers to the collection of past subliminal impression which are the roots of future karma. Thus we can say that all the master files of karma lies in the Muladhara chakra. The Muladhara is located in the perineum at the root of the reproductive organs above the anus and at the base of the spinal cord. It is in the shape of a red triangle, the shape of a pubis, and has 4 petals. The petals are the vortex of energy caused by the humming sound of 4 letters in the Muladhara. They are Vam, Sham, Sam and Sam. These 4 vibrations create certain packets of emotions through their vibrations. The main emotions that these depict are Vam means joy, Sham means natural pleasure, Sham means controlling passion, and Sam means the ability to concentrate blissfully. Within the chakra is the seed of the Prithvi Tattva or the earth element, which is vibrating, creating the mantra Lam. Since the earth element is concentrated here, the force created is gravity. Gravity is the natural force, but when it becomes a negative emotion, it turns into greed or possessiveness. which are the basic negative emotion of Muladhara chakra. Now every chakra has a Shakti, and so this chakra also has a Shakti known as Shakti Dakini. Now the automatic reactions of Muladhara are greed and possessiveness. So when we are in a state of self-observation, we pause these reactions. When we react, the current is automatically generated in the sympathetic nervous system, which facilitates the reaction. Now, the muscles become tense and we get very upset and angry. Our gestures become very tight and we get flooded with dislike. So when we consciously pause these reactions from within ourselves, it creates a new current in the sympathetic nervous system, which neutralizes the current of the previous reaction. So the parasympathetic nervous system now takes over, relaxes the muscles, releases our tension, and we are in a state of consciousness and balance. This consciously created current is called Dakini. The main characteristic of Muladhara is gravity, which does not allow us to rise spiritually. So it keeps drawing our attention downwards and outward. So once we consciously activate the Shakti Dakini or the current Dakini, we free ourselves from the law of gravity. The natural Vayu in the Muladhara chakra is Aparna Vayu. Now this Vayu has the function of taking things out of the system. It is an efferent impulse. That is this downward flowing. At the physical level, we eliminate stools, urine, semen, fetus and seed of the sex act. So Apana Vayu gets rid of waste product both at the physical and the psychic level that we call catharsis. Now, we all know about the Panch Vayus of the system. Among these 5 Vayus or the Panch Vayu, there are 2 Vayus we know, that is Prana Vayu and Apana Vayu. Now we can visualize Prana as energy and in the gross form as the matter, and the Vayus as the current or electricity moving in a certain direction. Now electricity moving out to in is known as Prana Vayu. So it is afferent impulse. When the electricity moves downwards and outwards, it is known as efferent impulse or Aparna Vayu. Now one form of catharsis is daydreaming, when there are continuously expelling a film of images based on our past perceptions and unfulfilled desires. But at the psychic level, expelling waste products as we do in the physical level robs us vital energy. So we have to transform them into something higher. Thus, we consciously awaken the Dakini Shakti by creating a pause in the daydreaming and turning the Aparna impulse into Prana or the afferent impulse, thus preventing ourselves from leaking the psychic matter. The primary color of Muladhara is red, and the secondary color of Muladhara is black, which is the color of gravity. The sense associated with Muladhara is the sense of smell. As the associative tattva is Prithvi, so the actual organ is the feet. So an excellent way to fulfill ourselves with positive earth's vibration is to walk on earth with attention concentrated in the soles of our feet. An imbalanced Muladhara can lead to obesity, eating disorders, piles, constipation, skin problems, disorders of bowels, anus, large intestine, sexual dysfunctioning, and also alcoholism. Now, the visual representation of the Muladhara chakra is a lotus with 4 red petals, as we talked earlier. So as we already know that red is the color of passion, the basic adhara or root of life is to maintain continuity, right? So the Muladhara is the Adhara chakra or the base chakra, and that is why the basic color is red. Now the 4 petals are created by the vibration of the 4 sounds, that is Vam, Sham, Sam and Sam. Within the red petals of the lotus, we see 8 spears or Shula. They are called weapons of Muladhara. Nature uses these weapons to keep man hypnotized and continue his progeny. They represent the 8 directions of prana, that is, the 8 subsidiary apana impulse. So as we journey further now into the lotus, we come upon into the yellow square, which is Pitta Varna of the earth element, that is Prithvi. Now this is the element of the chakra. The 8 spheres emerge from this square of Prithvi. That is, in their source, they have a connection with the source of sound which lies in the Muladhara chakra. Yellow is the color of the earth element in its perfected form. So it is also the force of the sun or the solar current enshrined in the earth element. We do not see color yellow when we look at earth or even when we dig deep into the earth. So why is it that the Prithvi element of Muladhara chakra is colored in yellow? Because it is in certain flowers or fruits which carry the highest perfected vibrations of the earth element. In metals, we see this color in gold. In fruits, we see this color in lemon and in ripened grains. The yellow of mustard brings balance and harmony in our emotions. The bright yellow that emerges out of the sun is called culmination of light and is therefore very precious color. That is why the most valuable foods are yellow in color, and also the liver is most favorably affected by eating yellow foods. When we breathe in the scent of the yellow flower, we stimulate the nerves and bring direct nourishment to our souls. So yellow makes the flow of the current of the earth element stronger and creates a powerful magnetism in our bodies. Now within the yellow of the earth is its vibration, that is the seed mantra, that is La. The seed mantra has no meaning. It is just the sound of the vibration. Within this lung is the Lord Indra, the energy of 5 senses. He is seated in his elephant. He has 4 arms, one of which holds his weapon of lightning, that is known as Vajra. Now within the chakra resides the goddess Dakini or Shakti Dakini. She is red-eyed and strikes terror in the hearts of passes or animalism. We see here that she is the power to transform our lower psyche, that is our aggressiveness, animalism, anger and buoyance. Her weapons are a spear representing speech and a sword to cut off evil. She also holds a cup of wine representing her aim of drinking in the divine by cutting off negativity. The Shushmana Nadi starts from Muladhara chakra, which is further divided into 3 parts, that is the Vajra, the Shushmana and the Chitrini. Now near the mouth of the Vajra Nadi is the triangle known as Tripura. It is the Kamarupa or the form giving rise to sexual impulse. It is deep red in color. Inside the triangle is the formless Shiva in his Linga form. The Linga is Shwambhu, that is self-generated or oriented and self-existence. He is shining like a molten gold. The Linga here we can see that it is upside down and has to be turned through conscious effort by awakening the Shakti of the chakra. Finally, we see that the wrapped around the linga is a 3.5 coils, which is the sleeping Kundalini Shakti. Now, these 3.5 turns are known as Shesha. Shesha means remainder. Shesha is the cause of all karma. Let us understand this through an example. We do not live our life completely or totally. In every moment, we feel like something remains unfulfilled. So something is left behind. That which is left behind, that which is unfulfilled is known as Shesha, or the seed or the sanskar or the memory pattern for the future repetition. So we keep repeating the same mechanical patterns and this goes on and on. So as we now begin to live more consciously and totally, nothing remains unfulfilled in each and every moment of our lives. There is no Shesha and the 3.5 coils or Kundalini Shakti begins to awaken. So this is the beginning of rise of Kundalini. I hope you loved the exploration, and if you found the video meaningful, do give it a like, share and subscribe, and also do share it with your friends and family so that they can also know more about the chakra system. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.